Tracy here coming to you guys with a quick fried cabbage recipe. So let's go. I'm using 1/3 cup of olive oil to cook the cabbage and everything with. You can use canola oil or whatever your oil preference is, but mine was olive oil. So I'm going to use this 1/3 cup of olive oil. I took 3 slices of thick bacon and I cut the bacon slices to these little shards or whatever they call it, and I'm going to cook it up. I'm putting in 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and I'm just going to stir until this bacon is done. I guess because of its being thick sliced, it took a little time to cook it up. So yeah, so I went on ahead and sped up the video so it wouldn't just be a long drawn out video showing you guys how bacon cook. Once you cook one strand, you cooked it all. So here it is done and ready for the next step. The next step would be I'm going to add my cabbage in. And yeah, I did not turn off the burner or nothing. I kept the burner going, and I'm just going to add in the cabbage and break up whatever super big pieces that need to be broken up. I kind of like to cut my cabbage kind of big, but every cabbage is different. So yeah, when I cut this kind of big, look at that slice right there. It could have been down some more, but that's okay. It'll go ahead and cook down to its desired size. And then I'm going to chopped up a whole onion and put that in there. And I also put in a pinch of sugar. And here I'm just stirring. One thing about this recipe, y'all, you got to have that Mac hand going when it comes to stirring, because you will be stirring. That is how you cook this cabbage throughout the whole recipe, is just stirring. You don't need nothing else. You don't need broth, or you don't need anything else, no water or nothing. You just stir. That's what's going to do it. That oil and that bacon all mixed up there together, that's what put the seasoning and the flavor into it. And you just keep stirring. Now, I stopped throughout this and cleaned up a little bit, picked up, and did other little things to rest my arm, but I had to come back and continue to stir. So I just sped up everything so you guys can see how it's going and how the cabbage is cooking down to the desired tenderness that I want it to be. I also changed forks to where I was able to test the tenderness of the cabbage to make sure that it's getting tender. Yep. So that's really it, y'all. That's really it. Just keep stirring, stirring, stirring. If you got a favorite cabbage recipe, let me know in the comments what your favorite recipe is. And because everybody like things different. So yeah, but right now I'm loving this. I also like to cook it with the broth and all that good stuff too. Here it is. That cabbage is basically almost done. So I'm going to go ahead and plate me up some, y'all. Doesn't that look so good? Yum, yum. So good. You enjoyed this video? Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.